Surprise, surprise, everybody. It looks like you have a halo like ONYEWU, that's all. We're live. So I put it back to the regular resolution. So all right. So that's done. Okay. Stevie P. I mean, for real, it's like you're like in a cabin, secluded. Yes, David. What did you just get called, Steve?
Out of shape, Francesco Toldo.
We do definitely need like an intern that can get in here and like start clicking on these posts, and you know that there's even podcasts that people send money via these things. Anyways, guys, get ready because we're gonna be on. We're gonna start soon. We have a special guest awaiting as well, and the Milan decade of debauchery. We're gonna continue. Robert, you love these surprise shows. Even us, we like to surprise you guys. All right, so that's good. That's
true, David. I am losing it.
All right. And I was thinking, Steve, what do you think about "Bad" from Michael Jackson as our? That should be our official song for this beautiful specials that we're doing for our thing.
Let's hope they don't give us a strike for.
Oh yeah, it's true. Huh? Yeah, I don't know.
We don't want to see it live there, but we can get a strike.
Oh boy! All right, so you want to start? We go.
Yeah.
All right. It sounds like we're recording. It sounds like it's going on a podcast. So, cari amici sportivi, welcome to a special edition of the Milan Weekly Pod. It's not really a pod, Steve. It's more of a vlog, would you say?
Yeah.
It's a vlog that we decided to do to our thousands and thousands of listeners and viewers as our own starting 11, the worst of. And we've baptized this the decade of debauchery. Stevie P, Vinny T, always here faithfully. Stevie, how are you? How on this fine day of the Lord?
Very good.
All right, they're saying that it's lagging, boys. Sorry, it's lagging. Scusate, maybe there's a lot of traffic on the internet. That's what they're saying. So, Steve, we came up with our first player from the 2009-2010 season, ONYEWU. And David wants you to know that him as well thinks that you are trapped in a cabin somewhere in the mountains, secluded and quarantining, but that would be more Presidentes thing.
Channeling my inner Francesco Toldo.
There we go. All right, so ONYEWU was one player that we picked. We're probably going to try to pick like maybe 2 per show or 3. We'll check it out. Again, we'll have a special guest a bit later on that's going to help us pick him out. And anyways, we're going to get into it. Stevie P, which year would you like me to go through the roster to see who could be a good candidate?
2014, 2015.
That's a good one, Steve. That's a good one. All right, 2014, 2015?
Yes.
All right, so we have, let me go through this. In goal, Diego Lopez, Abbiati, Agazzi, and Donnarumma for a couple of games. Decilio, Mexes, Adil Rami, Albertazzi, Zapata, Salvatore Bocchetti, I forgot about that one. Ignazio Abate, Daniele Bonera, Gabriele Paletta, Luca Antonelli, Alex, Zaccardo, Davide Calabria, Ivan De Sanctis, Sully Montari, Jeremy Menez, Keisuke Honda, Michael Essien, Andrea Poli, Montolivo, Marco Van Ginkel, Bonaventura, Nigel De Jong, Alessandro Mastalli, who else? Locatelli, Suso, Destro, Pazzini, Cerci, Di Molfetta, El Sharawi, and Hashim Mastour. That's a pretty bad season over there, Steve.
Yeah.
Did you already did you feel out any of those names? Or
if we're gonna go with multiple players, I think we can select a couple from this year for sure. Guys, for me, when I look back at this, I just scratch my head on how we stayed up, how we finished where we finished. I know it was bad, but these are players, unfortunately, non da Milan.
No,
You can go across the board, and besides Abate and some other ones that have been with Milan for a long time, we knew that we were in trouble when we started hiring these guys here, right? And taking them on.
pretty much.
Like
So
for me, automatic, just because they were really shit on this team. It has to be Bocchetti, where they signed them, and they was supposed to be this next big thing that for us there was like a last a signing of the signings.
yeah,
And
uh,
and I see on the chat a lot of Cerchis, and we have no choice, guys. He had a good year with Torino and Immobile. Then he went to Atletico and he didn't even play. And then we took him on, and you know what happened after that, right?
but okay. So I get you. I'm there for Salvatore Bocchetti because he had a great year. Where was he playing? Zenit St. Petersburg or something? I don't remember. And I'm with you with Cerci, but wouldn't Michael Essien be a higher than same thing as Bocchetti, right? Essien was like, okay, he's kind of like, not a world-class player, but was above average at the time considered, and he came here, he did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but he was also finished, right? He was completely injured. He did his time at Chelsea. He went over to the Turkish league, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We got these, we were getting guys like Rivaldo and Rodondo past their prime, but still making an impact with the rest of the players that we had on the squad. Now we were just grabbing these piles of junk and trying to mash them together to make a team, and it wasn't working, right? And
Yeah.
I feel for someone like Honda, who if we didn't have to go through all the other years, he would be there on there too, because and it's not his fault, right? We made it and we said it. You remember when we signed them, guys? We were signing Honda. We were not signing Lionel Messi, right?
Yeah, but
We
they made
made
it seem like
yeah.
we're signing the only player to what did he say, score in 5 different continents or something last week. The guy is
Oh,
like
yeah.
a man of anyways, that's great. So right now we have Cerci and Salvatore Bocchetti. Okay,
Oh,
so
I would add Destro to there too.
Minchia, Destro was worst starting 11, but there's a lot more. Okay, so right now in this pile we have Cerci, Bocchetti, and Destro, correct? All right. Do you want to go through another season just in case?
I would just automatically put Montolivo on there too, but we're gonna get him in other years, that's for sure.
But I think we have a lot more of, even though it was a bidone, him as well. But I think we have a lot of. So you wouldn't put Estienne in there?
No.
I would. Okay, so we're going with. We said Bocchetti, Cerci for now.
Yeah.
All right, and we want to maybe pick out another 2 maybe. Right now we've done. We have midfielders. We want to give me another season.
Just go the next season. It's probably just as bad.
Yeah, probably. All right, 2015, 2016, guys. Who the hell is Alessandro Liveri? Turned goalie in that year there. Anyways, Mattia De Sciglio. So same Nets, Abbiati, Diego Lopez, De Sciglio, Mexes, Romagnoli, Rodrigo Elai. Rodrigo Elai might have to make it back into this thing, because we're gonna have to get some defenders in there. Zapata, Abate, Stefan Simic. That was a bad one too.
Yeah.
Antonelli, Alex. Who do we have? Calabria, Jose Mauri, Jeremy Menez, Honda, Poli, Montolivo, Kuchka, Bonaventura, Boatan, Locatelli, Bertolacci. Bertolacci,
automatic winner.
Niang, Balotelli, and Carlos Bacca. Now Bacca scored. I can't say anything about Bacca. So we are definitely on the.
This could be a record show, guys. We could have four additions to this team.
So we have Bertolacci so far. Bertolacci definitely. I don't even think we even need it to be voted on. But anyways, these names are going to come back, obviously.
No, but we should have some for the host, right? Automatic entries. I think Bertolacci should be an automatic entry.
Bertolacci, guys, if you have any problems with us putting in Bertolacci for sure, let's go with Bertolacci for sure. We're gonna veto this decision. So there's our first midfielders. We have ONYEWU and Bertolacci in the midfield. And now, once we call our special guest, it will be the choice between Bocchetti. That's one of the defenders in there. We said, you see, I'm already lost my train of thought.
We're bringing back Rodrigo Elai.
Rodrigo Elai. So let's go with two defenders, Bocchetti and Rodrigo Elai. And the other choices that we came up with,
Cerci and Destro.
Cerci and Destro. Yeah, I like that one. So now we have an attacking midfield. Okay, so what do you think? Should we give him a call?
I think we should bring him on.
All right, so guys, before I bring him on, he's been, very interactive with us throughout the year. Loves to correct us when we're wrong about historical facts. And me and Steve always joke around that I think him and Tommy are like brothers from another mother, because just like last week when I called Tommy and I said, we're going to call you just to help us, decide. Tommy had his starting 11, and I'm like, what? Frank, same thing. I give him a call. He's like, wow, thanks very much for the opportunity. So he sends me back after 2 minutes. Okay, I got my starting 11 before 2008, 2009. I got a captain. I got a coach. I'm like, Frank, I need to call you just to get a decision in there. But he was very excited. So let's bring him on. Facebook Frank, Instagram Frank, any kind of Frank. Frank, welcome to your first live interaction here on the special Milan Weekly Decade of Debauchery starting 11. How are you, Frank?
Frank, you're on mute.
Unmute yourself, Frank. Unmute, Frank. Unmute. Now he's muted. Now you're muted. Take yourself off of mute. Goddamn technology. Why doesn't it work? Let me see here. Mute mic, unmute mic. Yeah, something's on your end, Frank. Well, we're not professionals.
Nor do we pretend to be, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. All right, Frank. Let me try it again. Let me try to get you back like this. I did not mute his mic. I had to stream. We could have heard him perfectly before. All right. Let me maybe change it up like this. Change it up like this. Frank, are you there? He doesn't want to be heard.
Doesn't want to be heard.
Frank, you know what? Maybe
remove the earpiece, Frank.
Maybe remove the earpiece. Can you hear? We can't hear you at all. You know what, Frank? I'm gonna remove you from the stream. Re-click on it. Join back the. It says kick from studio or ban from studio. Click back on the link again. We're gonna try it out.
Don't ban him. Don't ban him.
No. We're not gonna ban him. Okay, let me kick you out. Click back on. Frank, if you want to prevent this person from rejoining, you should ban them instead. No, ban him. So we're gonna try to see
ladies and gentlemen, I see Maurizio on. Maurizio right now, he popped the champagne. He's laughing at Facebook Frank. That's for sure. His one moment to shine on the Milan Weekly podcast. Sound problem.
And the worst part is when we were talking a couple of days ago, we're gonna do this and that. Like, okay, just I'll let you know. I'll let you know whenever we're ready. I go, when are you? When are you? I'm ready now. Like this was like 48 hours before. I'm ready now. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. I've made my studying. I did this. Like, God damn it. So for the guys that are just
logging in
now, Frank, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Can you guys
hear me?
Yeah!
There we go. So, as we're talking before, Frank, he's been interacting with us for a while. He's always, likes to correct you and me, Steve. He sent me a couple of times some private messages. Look, Vinny, I don't want to, piss you off, but the year was not 2009. It was 2000. I love it. And we wanted to reach out to him for Frank. Frank, this is the time to put yourself over. We needed the best of the best for us to call and choose. I believe you don't have a problem with us vetoing the decision of Bertolacci. Bertolacci has to be on the starting 11. Yes, you have no problem with that?
Oh, please, Immortacci Bertolacci. Keep him in.
All right.
He was horrible.
He was horrible. So you know what? Before we get into the deciding of our players, why don't you tell everybody that you did some homework and you have a starting 11 of bidones a la Tommy, and you know what? Maybe they should have a special Tommy and Frank with their special bidones that are going to come out with players from the 1940s. But go ahead. What did you come up with? And if Frank knows, it was before 2009, 2010, so it doesn't correspond with our players. So what did you come up with, Frank?
Well, I do have in my all-time one guy in particular he was gone by 2010 though. Okay, so to start off, it'd be Dimitrios Elteropoulos in goal. He played one half for Milan. We signed him. He played against Chicago. We got rid of him. He literally played one half via Ciao, and we sent his ass to Roma. My defense would be Michael Reisiger because he was supposed to be this big thing from Ajax. He was on the Champions League winning team in '95. He was on the Champions League finalists in '96, and he was asked for us. That's my right back. My left back, my center backs would be case in point. They call him the favoritism / nepotism duo. Harvey Asages, we signed him because he was Sadorf's buddy. Never played. And the other one's Digal, Kaká's brother, who's trash. That's nepotism and that's favoritism right then and there. And my left back would be, I'll throw in Pietro Vecchio, even though he didn't really even though he might not have played left back, he was just shit all around for Milan. We got him. He's an old fart. We shouldn't have had him still. My midfield, Johan Vogel, garbage. Never fulfilled what he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be the next Pirlo Ukats. Samuel Dallabona, who was supposed to be, we got him from Chelsea. He was a youth player this time. Fungal did nothing. Then we had Domenico Morfeo, who was garbage.
Morfeo.
And my trequartista would be, he played in '99 and he did nothing. He collected a Scudetto with us for doing nothing. With that goofy, he looked like Pierino. That's all he was.
He was like the Nicolas. He was like the Nicolas Anelka of Juve, right? How many games did he play in Anelka that time? Not even one, and he won a Scudetto.
Pretty much. And then my trequartista would be, we signed him from Uruguay. He was supposed to be the Uruguayan Kaká. The only thing that was Kaká about him was proprio una pezza di merda. His name was Tabar a few days, and he was garbage. You know, he ripped it up in Turkey and other places, but not for us. He couldn't even get out of the youth league, like out of the Primavera squad. And then
I agree, Larry.
Forwards, hey, Larry, you don't like it? Don't watch.
No.
He says you have a pure list of pure shit. That's fantastic. That's a compliment.
I know. You're getting all aggressive.
I'm playing the heel role.
Oh, he's a heel. He's a heel, guys.
But
he's a heel.
Then my forwards are my all-time shit of shit. Ricardo Oliveira, because we brought him in to replace Shevchenko and he did nothing. They said the excuse, his sister got kidnapped. That's Mama Fungal. He did nothing. And of course, the worst of them all, and I had high expectations for him because we let Thomason go to Stuttgart for free that summer of 2005. We passed on Crespo because, and you would if you heard this name. And he left disgruntled. We thought he'd rip it up. Christian Bobovieri. He played 8 games. He scored 1 fucking goal. He was garbage. That's my starting all-time 11 of La Merda. And my coach, and I know it's going to piss Tommy off, don't care because he took a team that was top and had a chance to go through the Champions League on a tie, and they lost to Rapid Vienna. Arrigo Sacchi. His time had passed by 97. I know, Tommy, it pisses you off, but what are you going to do? That's the highlights. You could say Capello. Capello left Milan. He won with Real Madrid. He won with Roma. He went to a World Cup with England. What the hell did Sacchi do after us? He went to a final with Italy and then Stugazzu. Okay, si fate stavi.
All right, so that's quite that's understandable.
11. That's my all-time 11. Listen, I loved Sacchi, but he was in '97. He was garbage. It was, let's call a spade, and he drove Baggio to Milan.
No, so, there we go. Yeah. So that's true. So no, those are pretty. You know what? When you're naming 3/4 of the players that I don't even freaking remember, that's how much of a bidones they are. Steve, you approve of Frank's starting, obviously.
Of course. The guys like Morfeo and Vieri, guys, those are Interists coming after. Same thing like Ronaldo coming over wearing the 99. These are, unfortunately, these are not the players that Milan need to go forward and to make. These are They're buys that were made to create some sort of distraction to what was happening to the team, right? So, and also probably to piss Inter off, right? So, to say something that they would come to Milan, I don't know. I don't see Vieri in Milan, but he had quite a bit of
Steve,
a rough
Yeah.
exit at Inter.
the expectations were so high for Vieri, okay, with Milan. I'm going to go into the archives. The expectations were so high with Vieri coming to Milan.
He's going to the archives.
The Christian Vieri Corinthian action figure in a Milan stripe.
Oh
Wow.
my God!
He played 8 games.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Hey, that's probably worth a couple $100. Who knows? These rarities and who knows, Frank. But awesome. That's quite the team. But we have something for you, and we need your decision now, Steve. I know you wrote them down. We picked already Bertolacci. We already have ONYEWU. Is Bocchetti going to join them on this defense? Who else do we have as defenders? We had
Bocchetti. We have a second appearance for Rodrigo Elai. We have Destro up front, and we have Cerci.
Listen, I got the guy who should be captain. That's how shit he was, and he replaces Rodrigo Elai. You wouldn't even think you could put Bocchetti or Elai, but this guy should be captain. And this is the man, the myth, the legend, Daniele Bonera. When he wasn't injured, he was catching 2 yellows, getting red cards, making bad passes. He was trash of trash. I'll never forget. I saw him play a game in 2008 against Juventus. He pops in 2 goals. He gets 2 red cards. Milan lose 3-2. He scores the second goal that gave Milan the lead 2-1. And then he gets 2 yellows in the span of minutes. And he's out. They lose 3-2. Bidone is not the word. When you have people that were writing on Milan News in the comments, ma questo Bonera è lo bastardo figlio di Berlusconi. That tells you something, man. And they kept re-signing the son of a bitch. He was terrible. When he wasn't hurt.
I don't know about Bonera. I can't thanks for not picking one of the players that we gave you, Frank.
Yeah.
But
I said I could see Elai, but Elai didn't get much of a chance. Bocchetti was, trash. He wasn't that good with Spartak Moscow. We brought him in. It was supposed to be a Band-Aid. Didn't work. I get that, but there's somebody he played all 4 positions of defense terribly. We had him in both left and right wing back. We had left back and right back. We had him at central defense, both positions. He was horrible every time he played. That's why.
I don't know, Steve. I would. For me, no, I can't put Bonera on the start because we have so much freaking choice out of the starting 11. But it's a good pick because he was
he might make a return. He might make a return appearance,
I'd make him the captain.
No, we have our captain. Frank, our captain's gonna make it on there sooner or later.
Frank, let me put it to you in wrestling terms. Bonera was riding the coattails. He was like the Horace Hogan of the NWO. He was just there, he's getting success.
He was the Brooklyn Brawler. Who are you kidding?
He's the Brooklyn Brawler. But you see, the Brooklyn Brawler was there for many years. But, okay, so we'll put Bonera on the side maybe as an honorary captain. Yeah. But, Frank, Rodrigo Elai, Bocchetti, Steve,
Cerci, and Destro.
We got to pick 2 out of them. Destro, Cerci, Bocchetti, or Rodrigo Elai?
Bocchetti for sure, because everyone's like, oh, he's coming from Spartak Moscow. He was good with Genova when he was a ex-Juve youth player, all that, and he was just garbage. So I would take him over Elai. Elai, he's a Serie B squad player. He's a guy that should be on a yo-yo club. You put him on a Brescia and he'll play well. You put him he'll be on a team that'll be in Serie A 1 year, Serie B the next. That's what he is.
But this is another example of Bartel Salamon, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, yo-yo club or not, he was on Milan.
I know.
We paid money.
We did pay money for
I would say the guy who had higher expectations was Bocchetti, and I like that they went and grabbed him in January. So I would put Bocchetti on the lineup. I'd give Elai a pass because we know what he is. We know he's not Serie A material. We know he's not Milan material.
But we kept him for all those years.
Yeah, I know.
That's the problem. Okay, so Bocchetti, I like it. Bocchetti, I believe
we didn't keep him. We loaned him. We used him as loan scrap all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? He was a youth product, and we loaned him out all the time.
So Bocchetti is gonna get into the back 4. I think it was left back or right back. I'll check it out and I'll update our picture.
I'd put him in the back 4.
Bocchetti and Cerci, and between Cerci and Destro.
I like that combination that Steve said of Destri. Is combine the both of them because they were both. They were. Oh my God! At least
You gotta go with Destro on this one, no? Because Destro played half a season.
Yeah, but Destro was a loan, and it was like one of those. Okay, we didn't really pay for him; he was a loan. Cherchi, we fucking paid for.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We paid for him. It's like,
that's added weight.
Yeah,
like that's what hurts the most. We paid for him. If we didn't pay for him, like if he's a loan and you send him back, whatever, right? Like Amantino Mancini, we didn't pay for him. We got a loan from him from Inter. What did he do? Nothing. We sent him back.
All right. Yeah, how much did we pay for? I think we paid at least 20 million. Did we not?
We paid a pretty penny, and it was just one of those like, ooh, it hurt. Like, it hurt. That we had to pay for him. And then, we made the move to send him back, but the move we made was even worse. Where I think, wasn't he part of the deal to bring in Fernando Torres?
Yes.
With Atletico, yes.
Yeah,
we'd send him back or whatever, and we'd take Torres. I can't even remember.
We exchanged loans.
Fernando Torres, I think that's gonna have to go up as a striker in the next couple of episodes. There, we didn't get to those years, but yeah, that's a great one. But I think Cherchi, Steve, are you? I'm with Frank on this one. Cherchi,
I'm good with Cherchi.
Yeah,
I'm good with Cherchi. So I have another striker. Another striker is gonna make it there before.
Well, we're going with a 4-4-2 formation, right? So we're gonna have to come up with two strikers. So Cherchi, I'm gonna put him on the midfield because he was kind of a winger or anything like that. Anyways, we'll figure it out. But Frank, thank you so very much for helping us, for not following the rules. We love it, and we're going to. You're gonna
shoot from the hip, baby.
Shoot from the hip. I love it. And thank you very much for, again, always interacting with us, sending us great messages. I was sharing them with Steve. I know you communicate more with me. And keep it up. Stay safe in quarantine. Thank you for your probably the ugliest starting 11 from all of those there. And Tommy's not on, but I'm willing. I'm ready to see what Tommy's going to say about the
I know I lit the fireworks, but at the same time, facts are facts. Capello left Milan and did damage. Sacks left Milan and he did damage.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so Frank.
But hey, God bless him. He was still a great coach. I still love him for his years.
There we go. So Frank, we'll let you go back to the family. Have yourself a great Sunday, and thanks very much for your help, buddy.
Thanks, Frank.
Ciao. Watch this later. Ciao.
Steve, those are that was some good work we just did over there. A lot of bidoni. I know Abdullah is writing to us. Luis Adriano. That's gonna be another. Guys, I'm telling you, there's too many shit for us to pick from. So Steve, I'm gonna go update. I'm gonna go put Bocchetti. I'm going to add Cherchi and Bertolacci. And then I'm gonna try to figure out the Instagram machine, because I know I gotta take the picture, I gotta upload it, I gotta and you're gonna help me out with that one, guys. Thank you very much for a little surprise. And again, we're not on a fit schedule, Steve. The way we go is like you call me, hey, you want to do it? Let's go do it. So
let's pick two players.
So far, Steve, we are at officially ONYEWU, Bertolacci. We have Cherchi, Bocchetti. So
it's sad. It's sad if you think about it that 3 of the 4 players are Italian.
Yeah. And Jamie's asking, it's easier to think of good players. Yeah, because you can probably count them on our hands. And I appreciate Steve. Any last words for our viewers and our listeners and.
No, it's my hair. This is what it is. I'm just keeping it real, right? There's no point in me coiffing my hair. This is what it is.
That's why we're
tomorrow we go back to work. And guys, this is a hard. This is Milan fans at their best, because we're actually saying when we were actually really, really shit, and we're able to pick out numerous crap players. And all due respect to them, they're professionals and everything. It's they're probably better than any one of us playing, but maybe not me, and maybe not Bertolacci. But we have to. This is long years of suffering, long years of not purchasing the correct players, guys, and it's going to show on this as we're going year by year. We picked the American first. He was kind of picked because he got into who would even have the balls, first of all, and why would you want to do that to the best player on the team? Pick a fight with Zlatan.
Yeah.
So you just for that you make it on the team. So that was a pretty quick one, guys. Bertolacci, Cerci, and Bocchetti. As we watched the same games, right? Cerci was a shell of himself at Torino. Bertolacci was a gamble. We were 50% on the purchases from Roma, right? So we won with the Romagnoli purchase, but we lost terribly with the Bertolacci.
We paid what,
purchase.
25, I think, for Bertolacci, Steve.
Yeah, I think both Romagnoli and Bertolacci came to like 45. I don't know. They split the money. But and then, guys, Bocchetti, it's a staple of what we've been doing wrong for the past 10 years, trying to find band-aid solutions from of players that have gone on. And you know what? It is a gamble, but for some reason, we were not hitting the home run on these band-aid solutions. So there you go.
So even though Roberto Pelusi is making fun of you for your Impact jacket, and he's all about TFC, and other than we can't watch sports, so we'll banter about sports. But Steve, great words saying that's exactly the description of what we've done the last 10 years, trying to get these band-aid solutions and not thinking about the future. So guys, thank you so very much once again. We will see you tomorrow for a regular scheduled podcast. Steve.
Jamie wants to know when it's going to end. Well, Jamie, if you're talking about this decade of debauchery, we started with one show, but we find it take us really, really long time to do it. So we're looking at maybe 2 to 3 per show. So we're at 4 right now. There's 7 more to go, and I'm pretty sure we're going to need to bring in at least a couple of bench players.
Yeah, there's going to be bench players, and or
unless in case of injury.
Unless he's talking about when will it end this whole shit of Milan. That we never know. We have no answer to. Ovunque sempre, guys.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan. Ciao.